Hi there and welcome. Today I'll be showing you how to make a generic shitty DJ party poster that can be used for any event, large or small. Without further ado, let us begin. First, create a new 11x17 canvas at 300 dpi. Find a nice pic of a crowd of people. Bring the crowd pic into the comp. Create a new layer above it. Because many examples of these types of posters tend to fade to black at the bottom, and we're all about generic today. Paint black with a large soft brush, overlapping the images so that no hard images show. Reduce the opacity of the brush if necessary. Find a big image of stars in space. Poster people love stars. Place this layer at the bottom to fill in the background. Duplicate this layer and bring it to the top. Change this layer's blend mode to screen. This way the stars cover all the people in the crowd too. Click the crowd layer to make it active and then click Add Layer Mask at the bottom of the layers window. Use a soft black brush with opacity in the 40% range on the layer mask to smooth out the top edge of the crowd image. Below the Layers palette, click Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer. In the drop-down menu, select Hue/Saturation. Then hold down the Option key between the crowd layer and the adjustment layer to make the adjustments apply only to the crowd layer. Drag the slider to 0 saturation. Then add another adjustment layer and choose Levels from the drop-down. Connect this to the Hue/Saturation layer. I changed the levels to 81, 1, and 255. This helps make it look like one big anonymous party crowd. Next, add a new layer and choose a large soft brush. Mine is 1500 with an opacity in the 40s. Paint in some blobs of color. I chose some yellow and blue. Then set this layer to overlay. Then duplicate the layer again with Command J. Now if you happen to be in control of the party's theme, make sure to only spend 30 seconds on a concept. Run with the first idea that you have. Usually some sort of nonsense tie-in with a well-known logo or recognizable character. I have decided on an as seen on TV party, so simply steal their logo and cut it out. Go to Edit, Transform, Distort, and drag the corners to make it appear angled. Right-click the layer, go to Blending Options, and add a 46 pixel white stroke around it. Then go to Add Gradient Overlay and set its blend mode to Overlay. Now things get exciting. Time to add the flares. I downloaded a pack of stock flares which you can find if you Google it. Once you drag them into your composition, set the mode to screen so the black becomes transparent. Erase any branding marks. Go wild. Put flares on everything. Once you think you have added just enough flares, add another one. Now it's time to make it clear that this is an as seen on TV party, so we will add the word party. I used 69 point Gill Sans bold in a yellow I thought worked. I'll add a 27 pixel white stroke to it, then add a large drop shadow with 100% opacity as well. Perhaps I'll add a nice little bevel too. Whatever you are feeling. Situate your flares and add another one. Now let's add a line that explains even more clearly what this party is. I chose a 38 point Gill Sans regular with tracking set to 100. Move the crowd to the bottom because I thought that looked better, and then I deleted the original black that I had painted. Beneath it, I will add a 37 point Gill Sans bold with tracking set to 40 and leading set to 42. We will make this yellow as well. Add a nice heavy drop shadow and readjust as necessary. A party that isn't featuring someone or something just isn't worth a poster, so add a nice little feature in 20 point Gill Sans regular. Go to the blending mode and give it an outer glow 24 pixels wide. Time to add the names of the featured people. I used a 74 point lead gothic and the best DJ name I could imagine. I then added a box around it and reduced its fill to 0%, so it disappeared. Then, in blending options, I added an inside white stroke 37 pixels thick. I used a 61 point Khmer MN regular ampersand to throw in the middle. I stuck with the same font for the next name, only I changed the settings to a 45 point size, 36 point leading, and the tracking to 200. Then I added a 29 pixel large, 75% opacity, 0% spread, light blue outer glow on the left screen setting. Later I decided to add this to the DJ Party Bro and the ampersand too. I clicked the effects button from the Douglas Wychuck layer and held Alt, dragging it onto the other layers one by one. Next up, 20 point Gill Sand with 24 point leading for whatever smaller text you might want to add. Why not just add the blue outer glow to that too? And drag where you'd like it. Now, just get some big bold text at the bottom to explain what the potential party goer needs to do. A call to action, if you will. Below that, it's polite to add the random promotion companies, bars, and various entities that somehow make this party happen. Make them glow too. Almost forgot. This is the first of its kind. I'll make that known. A very important part. Add some character to this piece by finding some folded paper texture. Bring that into your comp. I set my paper textures blend mode to multiply. Then I added a levels adjustment layer and changed the settings to 55, 1, and 209. Take the whole image and convert it to a smart object. Hit Command T and shrink it down proportionally by dragging a corner and holding Shift. Then hover your cursor slightly away from the corner until you get the rotate icon. Rotate it slightly. Find some stock images of tape. Cut out one of these elements and place one on every corner. Find a background image of your liking. I chose a brick wall. Slap that in the background, perhaps darken a bit so it isn't too distracting. Boom, a shitty generic poster design for everyone to enjoy. Thanks for listening.